Hello everybody, Sir Beaton here and welcome back to another past paper practice video. So let's head straight into this video where we continue with consumer arithmetic. Beautiful topic. So let's go. So the question says, children go to a rodeo camp during the Easter holiday. Miss Rika buys bananas and oranges for the children at the camp. So the bananas cost $3.85 per kilogram. Miss Rika buys 25 kilograms of banana and received a discount of 12%. How much money does she spend on bananas? So first of all, we see the bananas cost $3.85 per kilogram and she buys 25 kilograms in bananas. So to find the amount of money that she pays in total, it will simply be 3.85 multiplied by the 25, and this will give us $96.25. So $96.25. So that's how much money she pays in total. But then again, we saw that she received a discount of 12%. So we find 12% of this. So we can say 12 over 100 multiplied by 96.25. And this will give us, so we can simply multiply 12 by 96. And then we just divide that by 100. So this will give us $11.55. So this is the amount of discount, but this is not the amount of money that she pays. So the amount of money that she pays would be 96.25 multiplied by 11.2. So the amount of money that she pays would be $96.25 subtract $11.55. And this will give us $84.70. So this is the amount of money that she pays after the discount. So therefore we can say that she spends, $84.70 on bananas. So the next question says, Miss Rika spends $165.31 inclusive of a sales tax of 15% on oranges. Calculate the original price for the oranges. So we see in this $165.31, there is 15% tax. So they want us to find how much would be the original cost without the tax. So we take out the tax and that will give you the original cost for the oranges. So the first things first, we see that this here is the cost after the 15% tax. So we can say this here kind of represents, so we know the original cost for the orange would be a 100% cost for the orange, plus the 15% tax would be 115%. So this money here represents 115% of the original cost of the orange. So if you want to find the original cost, we will simply have the 100% over the 115 multiplied by 165.31, and this will give us the original cost for the orange. So we'll have 100 multiplied by 165.31 divided by 115, and this will give us 143.7478. And since you're dealing with money, you can round this off to $143.75. So therefore we can say the original price of the oranges would be $143.75, and that would be the original cost. So remember, the 100% represents the original cost, 115 is the 15% that is added. So we just do the math and we'll get the answer there. The next question says, the ratio of the number of bananas to the number of oranges is 2 to 3. Furthermore, there are 24 more oranges than bananas. Calculate the number of bananas Miss Rika bought. So ratio is a topic many people tend to struggle with because it's something that we kind of ignore and we just see it in exam. So the most important thing in ratio is to find the value for one share. In a ratio, we want to find the value of one share. So to find the value of one share, we see they told us that there are 24 more oranges than bananas, and we see the number of bananas to oranges is 2 to 3. So 2 represents bananas and 3 represents oranges. So we have 24 more oranges and the difference between the shares is 1. So we can say one share will represent 24. So one share has a value of 24 because of this little statement that they said. Furthermore, there are 24 more oranges than bananas. And we see in the ratio 2 to 3, the oranges has a share of 3, which is 1 more than this here. So the value of 1 share would be 24. So the calculated number of bananas Miss Rika bought would be, it's simply 2 multiplied by 24. And this will give us 48. You say therefore Miss Rika bought 48 bananas. And that is the answer to this question. So let's move on to the next one. So this question says, Mika invests a certain amount of money in a bank that pays compound interest at a rate of 2.5% per annum. At the end of 2 years, the value of our investment is 7,564.50. Calculate the amount of money Mika invests. So we want to calculate the amount of money that was invested. So CXC was so nice that they gave us the formula along with each component needs in the formula. So the formula is A is equal to P open bracket 1 plus R over 100 close bracket all raised to the n power. So we see A is the amount of money that was received, P is the principal, which is the amount of money that was invested, and that is what we want to find, P. And then we see R is the rate and N is the number of years. So let's use the formula. So we see A, so instead of A, which is the amount that was received, so we see this is the amount that was received after our investment. So instead of A, we'll say 7,564.50 is equal to P, which is the thing that we want to find, open bracket 1 plus R, which is 2.5 over 100, close bracket, raised to the n power, which is 2, so 2 years. So we can work out what is going on in this bracket. So we'll have P multiplied by, so 2.5 divided by 100 would give us 0.025 plus 1 would give us 1.025, and all of this is raised to the second power. And of course, this will be equal to, we just bring down back this, 7,564.50. So when we square this answer, so when we square the 1.025, you'll get P multiplied by 1.050625 is equal to 7,564.50. So we want to find our value for P. So this number here is multiplying. So we take it over, we'll divide. So we'll have 7,564.50 divided by 1.050625, and that will give us a value of P. So we'll have, so we divide this will give us a value of 1. So this is 1.050625, and this would give us a value of P being equal to 7,200, a nice number. So we can say therefore 7,200 was invested by Mika, and that is the answer for this question. So with that, this has brought me to the end of this past paper practice video, and remember to keep practicing. Exam is very near, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.